afternoon. I'm Shannon Smith, principal of Russell O. Brackman Middle School. I welcome you to the promotion ceremony of the class of 2021. At this time, please stand to honor our country as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance and play the Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Mrs. Benz, Mr. McGrath, and our Brackman School 7th grade band. Please allow me to formally introduce the esteemed individuals with whom I share the dais. Dr. Brian Latwis, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Stephen Brennan, Business Administrator, Board Secretary. Mr. James Barbieri, Director of Curriculum, Instruction, and Human Resources. Mr. John Germano, District Athletic Director. Mr. Daniel Gunderson, Director of Student Services. Mr. Stephen Nickel, Director of Personnel and Operations. Mrs. Stacy Jackalow, Supervisor of Special Education. Mrs. Leah Purpurai, District Supervisor of Guidance. Mrs. Regina Santola, Supervisor of Elementary Ed K through 5. Mrs. Mary Camerata, Supervisor of Language Arts and Social Studies 6 through 12. Ms. Christina Smith, Supervisor of Math Science 6 through 12. Mr. Patrick McGee, Principal of Barnegat High School. Mrs. Tracy Dubeck and Mr. Frank Panula, Assistant Principals of Barnegat High School. Dr. Joseph Saxton, Principal of the Robert L. Horbelt School. Mr. Maurice Owens, Assistant Principal of Robert L. Horbelt School. Mr. John Fiorentino, Principal of Joseph T. Donahue School. Mr. Josh Hoddings, Principal of Cecil S. Collins School. Ms. Michelle Johns, Assistant Principal of Joseph T. Donahue School and Cecil S. Collins School. And Mrs. Jennifer Froelich, Principal of Lillian M. Dunphy School. I am also pleased to honor and recognize the members of the Barnegat Township Board of Education. Board President, Mr. Sean O'Brien. Vice President, Mr. Richard Quelch. Mr. Michael Hickey. Mrs. Doreen Continanza. Mr. David Sherman. Mr. Robert Sawicki. Mr. George Fedorzik. Mrs. Alicia Bivens. Mrs. Sandra Cherney. Also present are members of our school district's administrative staff. Joining us this afternoon are Police Chief Keith Germain, Mayor Albert Billy, Deputy Mayor Alfonso Cerulli, Committeeman Mr. Pascal Pippi, Committeewoman Mrs. Linda Kropp, Committeeman Mr. Joseph Marty. A special thank you to our Buildings and Grounds crew and our custodial staff for all of your hard work setting up today. Our main office staff, Mrs. Tracy Connors, Mrs. Karen Cavell, and Mrs. Kit Pigeon, for all of your planning and preparation, not only for our ceremony today, but every single day to ensure our students and staff are taken care of. Mr. Burke and I appreciate you three more than you know. Thank you to our PTA board members who aided us in making a very difficult year a better one for our students and staff. We are forever thankful for all you have done to provide our 8th graders with everlasting memories. Thank you also to our technology department for setting up the equipment to simulcast our ceremony, and a special thanks to our custodial staff for all of their help. Throughout the audience, numerous members of the Brackman staff are present to acknowledge your children's achievements over the last 3 years. Today, we celebrate the success of that teacher-student interaction. Thank you to all of our Brackman faculty for all of your hard work and dedication, especially in a year of so much change. Class of 2021, please give your teachers a round of applause. Finally, thank you to the parents and family members in the audience today who have stood by you and supported you in reaching this point. Students, please turn to your parents in the stands and give them a round of applause. Mr. Sean O'Brien, Board of Education President, will now address the ROBMS Class of 2021.
On behalf of the Board of Education, I'd like to welcome everyone to this year's 8th grade promotion ceremony. I extend this welcome to members of our administration, faculty, and most importantly, to our students, your family, and friends. Each step in your educational career helps you become the person you will be. The steps get steeper and taller at each change. Tonight, we are celebrating that fact. Next year, you will gain a little more freedom. Freedom to choose your schedule, freedom to earn your own money, freedom to be your own person. Recognize that that freedom has some risk. You'll be freer to make mistakes. This is where you can prove you earned that freedom. Mistakes happen. How you adapt, learn, and improve upon those mistakes is what will set you apart. I've met many of you, and I know that you will adapt, learn, and improve. And we are here to show you that we believe in you and celebrate you. I know all your teachers, families, and friends are thrilled to see each little change. You probably don't even see them in yourself, but they are there. The little spark when you grasp a new idea, the smile of pride when you accomplish a goal. They are all meaningful to us. That is why we know you will rise to the challenge of high school. Let's be honest, if you could make it through this school year, a normal school year should be a breeze. We also know that teachers and staff at Barnegat High School are excited for you to join them. The Board of Education is here to support you and give you the best opportunity for success. We will continue to work with the district leadership and staff to ensure you have everything you need to be the best. All we ask in return is that you give it everything. Work as hard as you can, then push a little more each day. We know you can be great. Now you must prove it to yourself. Challenge yourself every day. Ask your questions, be open to feedback and criticism, and most importantly, be yourself. This is your time to start to realize how to make your dreams come true. Do you want to be a doctor? Find out what you need to do to start that path. Want to be a Navy SEAL? Ask yourself, what can I do every day that will prepare me to be a SEAL? Want to create software? Find out what skills you need to be the most successful. The road to adult life is beginning today. You made it out of 8th grade. Only you can draw the map. Make the most of it. Use the resources the school can provide to help you live your dreams. We will be there cheering you on. Hold yourself accountable to your goals, and they will be within your reach before you know it. Congratulations, Russell O. Brackman 8th graders, and welcome Barnegat High School Class of 2025. Thank you again to all the administration, faculty, and families of Barnegat that make this night possible. You fill me with pride and love for my community. Thank you, and big round of applause for you guys.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Next, we have our mayor, Mr. Billy, to address the class of 2021.
Thank you. I can hear a little bit more applause. It's all right. It's okay. Thank you. I'm short and sweet. Congratulations on your promotion to high school. You may now be entering some of the best years of your life. You don't know that yet, but you will be. Learn from your outstanding school and your outstanding teachers. Make lifelong friends. And most of all, open your hearts and minds to the guidance of those who love you, here and here. And again, from the Township Committee to your heart, congratulations, and we wish you all the best of luck in the next 4 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Billy. At this time, Dr. Brian Latwis, Superintendent Schools, will address the graduates.
Thank you so much. Hello, Brackman students. I am so happy to be here today with all of you, and even happier that your family and friends are also here with us today to celebrate this exciting day. Graduating from 8th grade is a big moment in life. It marks a period of great transition as you move on from the Russell O. Brackman School to Barnegat High School. That transition comes with even greater responsibility. You will have more power in making decisions that will shape your future, choosing your courses, managing your time, and exploring new interests and activities, and acting in ways that help your classmates, your school, and your community. Although it sometimes can take time to get used to change, I have no doubt that you will embrace the challenges it brings and truly excel. I say that because I've already seen it from this graduating class. This year brought a lot of changes and challenges, but you still managed to stay on track with your learning. You adapted to new ways of teaching and learning and a very different typical school day. These are not easy things, but you did it, and you did it with maturity and optimism. Hold on to those qualities as you enter this next chapter in your learning journey. Life throws you curveballs sometimes, and although we hope we will never face another pandemic like this, there will always be bumps in the road and you were not expecting. How you approach those bumps, get over them, and move past them will define who you are as a person. The Brackman graduates who came before you were ready to transition to the high school, but this class of 2021 is one in which I have great confidence just based on what you have shown us all this past year. This past year not only challenged your ability to keep up academically, but it was also a test of character and commitment, and you passed with flying colors. I always say Barnegat inspires, and it is something that could not be more true, especially this past year. I'm excited to watch all of you continue to learn and grow and travel down the paths you create over the next 4 years. Although I'm sure that you will all experience different journeys, I know they will all lead to greatness. It is important to remember, though, at this moment, you can make the decision to be anything you want to be. Chase whatever dreams you may have. As you enter high school, know that everything counts. Attendance, discipline, participation in clubs and sports, and most importantly, your academics. You start as a freshman with a clean slate, and it'll be what you do over the next 4 years that could potentially chart your course for many more years to come. So to the class of 2021, congratulations on completing your time here at Brackman and mastering what it means to be a Bulldog. Take time to enjoy this accomplishment, but as the parties subside and the summer comes to a close, look ahead to what you want to accomplish as a Bengal and attack the next 4 years with all of the skills that you acquired doing it the Bulldog way. Enjoy your summer, be safe, and have fun. I'm already looking forward to seeing you guys in high school in September. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Latwis. At this time, Mrs. Angela Wyckoff, school counselor, along with Mr. John Germano, athletic director, will present our Ocean County Caring Award and the Christy Pierce Rapone Sportsmanship Awards.
The Ocean County Personnel and Guidance Association's Caring Award is a distinguished honor given to students who exhibit concerns for his or her learning and exerts positive energy in his or her relationship with others. Accepting responsibility, providing a helping hand, and assuming a leadership role is the trademark of this 8th grade student. This student is the first to offer help if anyone is in need. Whether she is helping a student in the classroom by translating, just being a friend, or at home with her younger siblings, this student possesses kindness and acceptance to all around her in all aspects of her life. The 2021 Ocean County Caring Award goes to Andrea Jamez Villa, a student of exceptional merit. Congratulations, Andrea.
Thank you. The Christy Rampone Sportsmanship Award is given to athletes who not only display talents on the court, field, or track, but also balance academics and athletic commitments. These students understand the value of true sportsmanship, refine their skills, and are the sincere team players and athletic role models. I present this year's Christine Pierce Award of Sportsmanship to Caitlin Luxka and John L. Johnson. Congratulations.
It is my honor to present the Bulldog Way Award to David DiNicolo. David is an extremely polite and sociable young man. David is prompt to school, gets to class on time, and is ready to learn. He is consistently striving every day to achieve academic success. When in class, David is a student who encourages a positive attitude and friendly environment. He will always help a fellow classmate and often volunteer his help to teachers as well. David goes above and beyond to make connections with his teachers and his peers by asking how their day is going and what's going on in their lives outside of school. David is a student who is kind and does his job, always following the Bulldog Way. Congratulations, David, our Bulldog Way recipient. It is my honor to present the Principal's Award to Carly Schoenberg. Carly is an intelligent, talented, and compassionate young woman. This year, she exemplified the traits of a diligent and hardworking student, whether virtually or in person. Both inside and outside the classroom, her enthusiasm was contagious, and her fundraising efforts as a member of the Student Council demonstrates kindness and compassion for others. Now, she is preparing to continue spreading positivity next year as your BHS Class of 2025 Vice President. All year long, Carly has personified the idea that Barnegat runs on kindness, not only on Dunkin' Mondays, but every day. Please join me in a round of applause for the 2021 Principal's Award winner, Carly Schoenberg. Please allow me to now introduce our esteemed valedictorian and salutatorian. Our 2021 salutatorian, Chelsea Dodsey, is a highly deserving of being honored here today. Whether in a virtual learning environment, in the classroom, or within the community, Chelsea always strives to work hard to achieve her goals. Her interactions with others are always rooted in respect and kindness, the cornerstones of the Bulldog Way. Her inquisitive nature leads her to go above and beyond to do her job as a student with excellence and distinction, always modeling a positive attitude towards academic success. Congratulations to our salutatorian, Chelsea Dodsey. Finally, I would like to introduce our 2021 valedictorian, Callie Kalka. Callie has earned the privilege of speaking here today because she has worked diligently during her time at Brackman. Although this year posed many challenges, she never gave less than her very best to vigorously pursue academic excellence. As a result, she represents the traits in a student that we, as educators and parents, strive to encourage. Her inquisitive nature, constant pursuit of knowledge, her passion for reading, and her outstanding expression as a writer serves as a positive role model for others to follow. Callie is confident, curious, determined, driven, and kind-hearted. She truly exemplifies the Bulldog Way, and she has been a tremendous asset to the ROBMS community. Please join me in a round of applause for our valedictorian, Callie Kalka. Did it. Callie will now address her peers.
Walking into ROBMS for the first time on a 5th grade tour, I was immediately overwhelmed at the vastness of our school. The hallways were huge, there were so many classrooms. How could my friends and I possibly navigate this new environment? Switching classes 10 times a day, all the new clubs and activities, and our lockers, which never seemed to open. And we thought that was a hard year. Good afternoon, teachers, board members, friends, family, and fellow graduates. It is an honor to speak to you here today as we celebrate the promotion of the Russell O. Brackman class of 2021. This year, we have learned to turn unfavorable situations into opportunities to prosper, from hybrid learning and only seeing teachers once a week to being fully virtual and maybe only seeing for the first time at graduation. We have had to manage block scheduling and all the spontaneous quarantines, even while some of us were taking high school level classes like geometry, algebra 1, and Spanish 1. As the philosopher Confucius states, our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. So graduates, we have to continue to push through the difficult times in the belief that success is right around the corner. We are here to commemorate our journey through middle school and honor our transition into high school. I would like to thank all of my teachers and coaches who have continuously pushed me, my friends who have stood by my side, and my family who have cared for me my entire life. I would not be here today if it was not for your support. As 8th graders, we are all taking a big leap in our lives. Change can be terrifying, but we need to use that fear to fuel our ambition and drive. Go forward in your life with the determination to conquer any obstacle in your path. Inspire others with your courage and help them do the same. I would like to take a moment to congratulate the entire class of 2021. We made it. We have forged our way through these demanding times and came out on top. We deserve to be the graduating 8th grade class. So let's rejoice in all the incredible memories we have shared, but most importantly, look forward to the ones to come. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Callie. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mrs. Benz, Mr. McGrath, and the Russell O. Brackman Middle School 7th grade band. Thank you, Mrs. Benz, Mr. McGrath, and the 7th grade band. I have with me Mrs. Danielle Askoff and Mrs. Melissa Hayes, NJHS advisors, to present the NJHS Exemplary Character and Academic Distinction Award.
This ROBMS award, established in 2016, recognizes students who exhibit academic curiosity and an openness to experience new challenges. While exercising productive critical thinking skills, these students express a love of learning. Their enthusiasm sparks other students to become involved. They exercise social responsibility and willingly undertake leadership roles extending beyond the attainment of membership into the National Junior Honor Society. This award honors students who successfully maintain the balance between strong academic performance and involvement in the school and community.
These well-rounded students exemplify the pillars of the National Junior Honor Society and are examples of amazing role models to their peers. These two students were a tremendous asset to the National Junior Honor Society this year, contributing to both our school and community in many ways. Without being asked or reminded, their excellence came naturally. Both of these students are kind, enthusiastic, and exceptionally cooperative. We are so proud of them and cannot wait to see their success in the future. For their superior dedication in academic and school community services, we are proud to recognize Isabella Pavan and Kyle Wright.
I would now like to introduce Mr. Jared Burke, Assistant Principal, who will be reading the names of our promotion candidates. Board members will assist Mr. Burke in the awarding of the diplomas. I respectfully request that you hold your applause and cheers until all candidates have been called. It is important that each and every student have the opportunity for their name to be heard. Mrs. Constanza will be assisting with our diplomas.
Valedictorian, Callie Coca. Christopher Amato. Thelma Amilcar. Anthony Amadeo. Haley Anderson. Rajon Anderson. Angelo Antonio. Dylan Apici. Annabella Arriaga. Kiana Baker. Caitlin Batchelor. Caitlin Berger. Jessica Block. Michaela Bonnet. Gianna Borgia. Joshua Bowen. Cooper Bowie. Brianna Brady. Drew Briganti. Fallon Britton. Caden Zakai Brown Shelley. Olivia Bruno. Blake Burkle. Jack Biscaglia. Jonathan Caldwell. Christopher Calvo. Caitlin Cameron. Joseph Canizaro. Olivia Carl. Tessa Carmen. Bailey Carroll. Aiden Cassidy. Christian Chamorro. Mrs. Cherney will now present diplomas. Madeline Chieco. Dylan Cherney. Peyton Cogliano. Parker Collins. Way to go, Parker. Sydney Collins. Greg Colon. Charlie Comiskey Torres. Alexis Kosmanik. Ashley Kosmanik. Alyssa Cottrell. Thomas Cottrell. Avery Counts. Jaden Coven. Kayla Crawford. Jalise Cruz. Bradley Deloya. Anais Data. Samantha DeJesus. Christopher DeLue. Dominic Delapietro. Angelo DeLuca. Trey DeMayo. David DeNicolo. You all right, buddy? Nathan Diaz. Gavin DeLeo. Good job, Gav. Jehan Dominguez. Reese Donlin. Riley Donlin. Christopher Dringus Jr. Samantha Durazo. Dan Michael DiTioco. Connor Easton. Stephen Eifert. Miguel Ellis. Zamira Ennels. Amelia Urcolino. Colin Irwin. Quamir Everett. Matthew Farley. Delaney Fetcher. Joseph Ficarilli. Nicholas Ficarilli. Xavier Figueroa. Addison Philman. Aiden Philman. Heather Fisher. Nicholas Fisher. Riley Fitzpatrick. Divine Fitzpatrick. Corinne Fraser. Gianna Freewald. Mr. Sawicki will now present diplomas. Antonio Frusco. Vincent Finero. Tyler Gelanitis. Gianna George. Ava Gelinella. John Giblock. Ethan Gomez. Isabella Gonzalez. David Gonzalez. Sean Gordon. Jana Greenblatt. Stephen Griffin. Jeremy Grosso. Christopher Guilfoyle. Brianna Gunning. Christopher Haddad. Kiana Harrow. Robert Hartman. Siobhan Henderson. Jake Herbert. Lily Higgins. Daniel Hoffman. Daniela Holly. Paige Housel. Haley Hubb. Joseph Huffman. Alex Hutane. Olivia Idone. Alexandra Idone. Nicolette Jackson. Andrea James Villa. Jacob Jason. Zoe Jastrzebski. Aiden Jean-Pierre. Isabella Jeffers. Janelle Johnson. Cole Jordan. Samantha Kelly. Other way now. Now they're coming from the other side. Salutatorian, Chelsea Dodsey. James Kennedy Jr. Rihanna Kennedy. Bryce Keyrouse. Mason Cray. Ashley Kuehl.
Justin Lahr. Travis Langan. Evelyn Leach. Dylan Leonard. Olivia Linton. Emily Littleford. Isabella Lazare. Ethan Longo. Mr. Quelch will now present diplomas. Myra Lopez. Sophia Lutas. Caitlin Lutza. Ishmael Lynch. Aiden Manjaruga. William Maris. John Marone Jr. John Marrero. Emma McGinnis. Jason McHale. Jonathan Medina. Ryan Meehan. Alexis Mendez. Dylan Merrill. Matthew Messenger. Madison Meyer. Cameron Minnick. Renzo Monteza. Angel Morales. Todd Muhammad. Sarah Molatietti. Adriana Mastillo. Kirsten Nagy. Alexander Necraso. Jonathan Nelson. Kayla Nichols. Joseph Novitsky. Ariana O'Brien. Amelia O'Connor.
Good job, Ari.
Jasmine Ortiz. Nicolette Ortiz. Madison Paul. Isabella Pavon. Aaliyah Peck. Jeton Perez. Alexandria Petrillo. Markeisha Phillip. Anthony Pignatelli. Kaya Piskorszewski. Gianna Plantamura. Ryan Polito. Jack Preto. Jameson Prince. Mason Pringle. Javier Procaccini. Joseph Procaccini. Jonathan Prutzman. Lucas Pyle. Nathan Quaison. Shelby Randolph. Mr. O'Brien will now present diplomas. Anthony Ratchford. Olivia Rodenizer. Nicholas Robertson. Madison Rodriguez. William Rollis. Orlando Ruiz. Myquan Rush. Nathaniel Russ. Dante Russo. Logan Ryan. Daniel Salvatore. Ariela Sanchez. Charlotte Santiago. Grace Santarelli. Samara Santos. Angelica Santos Escobar. Casey Salina. Gwen Schaub. Sarah Shager. Olivia Shiano. Carly Schoenberg. Eden Schulte. Owen Sisko. Mason Scully. Kenroy Seeley Jr. Jillian Sano. Anisha Serrano. Tanya Serrano. Dominic Simon. Dana Simpson. Christopher Smenkowski. Christian Smith. Ramaya Smith. Taylor Soden. Liliana Slogren. Messiah Spina. Janaya Summers Roach. Thomas Zhakowski. Michael Thomas III. Emma Thornton. Daria Tikomarova. Luke Tortorisi. Christian Turso. Deanna Valenti. Luke Vernieri. Travis Wade. Austin Walling. Maxwell Watte. John Weber IV. Amir Wellman Jackson. Avery Wheeler. Austin Wolcott. Micaiah Worthy. Kyle Wright. Zhao Yun Shi. Corey Zakanya. Jack Zakowski. Ryan Zay.
Thank you, board members and Mr. Burke. Go ahead. Thank you, Callie and Chelsea. It is now time for you to leave Brackman School and become freshmen at Barnegat High School. Kira Smith, BHS Executive President, will now address you, the incoming Barnegat High School class of 2025.
It is my distinct pleasure to welcome the class of 2025 as freshmen at Barnegat High School. Today, both the 8th graders and seniors will sit on this field and share in the pivotal and emotional moment that is graduation. It is here that we reach one of those key milestones, a turning point in which you can look to the next 4 years as full of promise and opportunity, where there will be important choices to make and relationships to have that will prepare you to take charge of your future and seize the world created by those who stood in your shoes before. As my time here rapidly reaches its end, I am exponentially jealous of you and the experience to come, because I personally have found Barnegat High School to be an immensely special place. A place where you can see a friendly face between every period, where you can be an officer in over 4 clubs and still be a varsity athlete, or where someone like me is lucky enough to be able to stand up here and tell you all what being a Bengal has meant to me. And I truly am so very grateful for that opportunity. I wish you luck and happiness as you enter this next chapter. On both the good days and the hard mornings, I hope you can exercise the optimism and gratitude that brings you closer to your goals. I urge you to challenge yourself and to step outside your comfort zone, pursuing everything that inspires you regardless of external influence and fears. And perhaps most importantly, look around at the people here today, especially those that you might not know. Smile at each other and treat them with kindness. You are all equal in value and limited in the time that you share. You might just find these unexpected connections to be the thing that you miss most of all. When you look back in 4 years, hopefully it reflects the same admiration for these halls and these teachers that has made saying goodbye so hard for me. It will be nothing more than a blip, so find what brings you joy and cherish it. I wish you luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
We have one additional diploma to hand out. Quamir Everett.
Thank you, Kira. The past 2 years have been marked by many changes that disrupted our normal lives. So many things we planned and hoped for were altered by matters beyond our control. Yet these changes brought about by the pandemic taught us many valuable lessons. I witnessed our school community come together as a team and create new ways of meeting these challenges. Rather than focus on what was lost, we chose to push forward in new ways. From food trucks to an art show in open air, virtual chorus and band concerts, and a dance under the stars. Yes, our communication changed, but it remained genuine. We were forced to wear masks, but beneath the masks, our words and actions were sincere. We proved that opening school while keeping effective safety procedures in place was possible. Most importantly, we gained a new appreciation for all that we have. We have become more thoughtful and grateful for connections with one another and time spent together. The pandemic was a catalyst, shout out to our science teachers, for many of these positive changes. And what has empowered us to welcome change? Perseverance, a simple explanation, but much more complicated to put into action. It means never giving up until you have exhausted all possibilities. The biggest failure, beat the heck out of never trying. Good isn't enough when better is expected. As an ROBMS student, you have shown everyone present here today that you possess the inner strength to push forward, even when the circumstances are not as you envisioned. Remember the perseverance you have shown and draw from the inner strength you have proven when facing adversity in the future. Be sure that you make good choices that you could stand behind with pride. Know that self-awareness is a very positive and powerful force. There is no single recipe for success. You have to alter that recipe in many ways, but there are just a few mandatory ingredients. Anticipate that your methods may have to change, but never forget to include perseverance. Your teachers and school staff are here to give you valuable guidance and advice along the way. But ultimately, you are the one person in charge of your future. As we go forward, rather than viewing ourselves as victims of change, we must remember how we came together and embraced change and use the adversity we face as an opportunity to make something even greater. You all have done that by making ROBMS a better place. And as you forge ahead, continue to make every environment you touch a better place as well. Remember, Bulldogs, be kind, do your job, and you can achieve anything. As your principal, I join with the Brackman faculty and staff and the Barnegat Township administration in wishing you the very best academically, physically, and emotionally. Congratulations, Russell O. Brackman Middle School, class of 2021. It is now my privilege to present the ROBMS Class of 2021.